is how to have feminine confidence and excellence.
Stormy days. Hi.
Believe it or not,
I mean, at the end of the day,
hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And this is how to have feminine confidence and excellence. Hi, Misty. Good to see you.
oh, it's fantastic to see you today as well, Storm.
Misty, one of my rules to life, a
Mhm.
rule to being a confident woman, is having a personalized sense of self, having self-assurance of knowing who you are as a woman. What do you think about that?
I think that confidence is quintessential in terms of moving through a planet that we have to have a real confidence about ourselves.
What I want is for you to be very honest, and I want you to take a raw assessment of who you are uniquely, because I think that we are all unique and we all have qualities, and we are all here in the universe, and we all have something amazing to give. So I want to take a minute out to take a raw self-assessment. I can't even talk today. A raw self-assessment, okay, on who you are as a woman.
Wow, explain to me what a raw assessment is.
Okay, Misty, well, when you take this raw assessment, be very honest with yourself. In regards to what you need as a woman, remember every woman needs are different. So try not to compare yourself to anyone else. Okay.
Oh, I never do.
Oh, for me, how I think of things, I like to kind of like compare and contrast. So I like to use like symbolisms or like, different little things. So now when you take your raw self-assessment to find out what kind of woman you are, think of it in the sense of a candle. What kind of fragrance you would be, what kind of color or texture would that candle be. Take a minute to think about your favorite candle. Like for me, I love vanilla. I also like pine, strangely. I like the scent of pine.
I do
Um,
too.
I know, right? It smells like so clean. So when you take your raw assessment, think of yourself like as a candle. Like, what kind of candle would I be? What kind of fragrance would I have? What kind of texture would my candle be? And relay that into womanhood. What kind of woman are you? What kind of woman do you want the world to see you as?
I would love to be seen as a pillar candle because pillars represent strength and holding up things. Also, I just feel that I would be strawberry, like a strawberries and cream. Strawberries, like a beautiful berry pink strawberry scent. I love aromatherapy and I love the scent of strawberry.
Now, when you take your assessment, this will help you determine what kind of woman you are. Knowing who you are as a woman will shape how people interact with you, and it will increase your confidence and help you operate at your maximum potential. And that's what we really want to do. We want to be at our maximum. We want to operate at our maximum potential. We want to get like our best job. We want to get like our dream car. We want to have our dream home. So in order to do that, we have to be like at our maximum. So let's take a few minutes to just jot down a couple of ideas of what you need to be at your maximum potential. What kind of woman are you? What kind of woman do you want to be? What kind of job do you want to have as a young woman? What kind of car do you want to drive? What kind of relationship do you want to, do you want to have kids? Do you want to be married? Um, the sky's the limit, So let's just take a few minutes to think about what we need, and we'll be right back.
Mhm.
Misty, I want you to remember that every woman's needs are different. So take your time in doing your own personal assessment. Be honest and be true. This will help you achieve your maximum potential. Okay?
Absolutely. I wonder what I need for my maximum potential.
Well, I have something like what I call like my top 7 for what I would probably need for my maximum potential. To
Mhm.
be my very best woman, to be at my optimum. So I pretty much like have like a top 7. And for me, number 1 for sure would be I need 5 uninterrupted hours of sleep. Like that's like top. And it has to be in a dark room and it has to be very quiet. Like I need at least 5 uninterrupted hours of sleep. Okay. If I don't get that, I cannot function. Okay. Number 2, Misty, in my top 7, I would have to say would be like hygiene. Like this is very big for me as a woman. I am unique. You know, I was raised in the South, and I personally think like there is something like really unique and special about women who are like raised in the South and who were born, you know, Southern. Um, I definitely feel like I need 2 hours like every morning to get ready, and it's not even about being like a diva. It's more or less about like just taking that quality time for myself, just to like enjoy like a nice bath or a shower. I really, really enjoy like my bath time or my shower time. It's very comforting.
I feel you on that. I as well take a bath every day. I love to soak in like a long bubble bath with an incense and a candle and just like think about my intentions for the day and how I want things to go and why I want it to be like that and just try to make it so. Like think of it and then make it reality. My
I
reality, but
I personally
reality
just
nonetheless.
I just enjoy like my me time in the bath and just having some wine, maybe taking a bath and just enjoying some bubbles. Okay, now for 3, I need peace and quiet in the morning. Like I love to hear my own thoughts and I like to like plan my day out. So like top 3, like number 3 would definitely be like peace and quiet first thing in the morning. Some people like to have like their music blasting and things like that. But like for me, first thing in the morning, I definitely want some like peace and quiet. Get my planner out, get my tea, plan my
Mm.
day, and then I'm pretty good. Number 4 would be I need at least 2.5 meals per day. I'm trying to diet, so I'm trying to like watch exactly like how much I eat, but I definitely need at least 2.5 meals a day for sure.
Mhm.
And I have to get a power walk in and you know, drink lots and lots and lots and lots of water. Like definitely. And that brings
Oh,
me to like number 5, which would be working out. Like we have to get a workout in at least once a day. I try to do twice. I usually rotate between like morning and afternoon. So it's very important as a woman that we get our exercise in, get your meals in, diet, and get your exercise on. I know sometimes it can be difficult, especially if you work, like I work, you know, and you work and stuff like that. But a walk is included as an exercise. You may not realize it. So, like, if you're walking to like the corner store or you're walking somewhere, like, just making sure you're getting your steps in and getting your exercise in, getting your heart pumping. I definitely have to have that, like, in my top 7 things that I need to be at my optimum. Would definitely be, you know, getting a little power workout in. That's so important for me.
exercise. Because then when you lose weight, you don't want to have loose skin. So you got to like walk a couple times a week for at least a mile just to get your cardiovascular system like moving around and healthy, health.
On my number 6 would be getting some fresh air like every day. So like even if I'm like going to the corner store or if I'm going, you know, like just outside, I have to get fresh air daily. Like that's part of my routine to be at my optimum best. I just have to have fresh air and just get outside. I think it's very important that we get outside and just get some air, get grounded, get see some nature. Even in the wintertime, get cute, get bundled up, wear a cute coat, maybe wear some cute snow boots, and just walk to the corner store and get a coffee or a hot cocoa. Just get some fresh air. I love getting outside and getting some fresh air.
Be in nature and in like the real world.
Last but not least, number 7 would be spend time with God. I definitely need to take time to like pray. I don't like necessarily encourage you like to go to church if that's not what I'm saying, but just having like a sense of gratefulness, having a sense of like, just being grateful for what you have and where you are for today, and just having a sense of, just appreciation. So I definitely would say number 7 would be to spend some time with God and just meditate. Meditation is very big for me, taking a few minutes to just woosome.
I'm part of it, just to like pull your thoughts together and just really formulate a plan for the day of I want to move this, achieve this, or this, me.
So
Nothing's
Misty,
beautiful about that.
what are some of the things that you need to be at your optimum woman?
Let me give my top 7. Number 1, I'll say it 3 times. Water, water, water. Water in the bathtub, water in my cup, water in my plants, water in my fish tank, water everywhere. I feel that it purifies and it just like makes it so pure and just like so supple and so like alive. And secondly, would be my dogs, my little 2 babies. Live for them. I think they're so precious and the most music and art. That's like A and B thing because they kind of go together. I love the rhythm of music and I love art just to feel creative, like to create beauty and just bring something into being or take an ordinary thing to turn it exquisite and extraordinary. I would also say meditation, aromatherapy, beautiful, beautiful scents. I currently am loving my escada. I love my incense. It's just beautiful to be surrounded by like a beautiful, warm aroma and just beautiful plants and nice stuff. Women deserve a nice, beautiful setting. We don't have to have like a.
Misty, I just want to talk about an attitude of personal excellence. Have you heard that before?
Yes, I have. It's something that we would discuss in college in terms of people being to the pinnacle of the things that they could do and going full throttle and not just like being half-assed or being just like, oh, I'll do a little bit of effort, but I wouldn't dare exert it all. Like, no, you have to really be serious about what you're trying to do.
So I just want to talk to you about an attitude of personal excellence. And I wrote it out. I'm going to post it and publish it. I think I'm even going to publish it in a newspaper. But I just wanted to talk about this because it was pressing on my heart. Just living like in your light and in your truth. Everybody's definition of truth is also different. I don't like when people like put pressure on you and say, "Oh, you're not supporting this community," or "You're not, living your truth," or "You're not proud." I don't even like the word proud. I don't mind if you're like cocky or even a little bit arrogant, but I think proud is a bit much. Um, I think we all should have a little bit of a tiny bit of humbleness to, amongst each other as citizens and people. We should all be humble and be kind and treat people the way you want to be treated, right? So if you're too
Absolutely.
proud, you're not going to be able to treat people the way that they may want to be treated, So I always take other people into consideration. I take cultures in consideration. That's why I love Albany and the culture of Albany. Like as far as like the restaurant industry is concerned, because I get to check out other people's cuisines, different countries' flavors, and that's like a great way to get to know people is like through their food. So I love that. So having an attitude of personal excellence, as a woman, no matter what you are doing and no matter where you are going, you need to have an attitude of personal excellence. Okay. So, my dear, when you step out of your home, you have personal excellence. The way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you dress, in terms of your clothes being cleaned and ironed, being proper is a form of personal excellence.
Time to set intentions and meditate, full of spiritualism. Have a man or have friends or the stamp of approval of anyone but yourself. It's your life. Women think we have to like do what everyone else wants and please everybody before ourselves. But at the end of the day, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy around here. So yeah.
Treat people the way that you want to be treated. So have good manners, treat people kindly, and just be nice, right?
Yeah, because who wants to be a mean girl? There's nothing nice about
Well, my dear, I just want to say, leave yourself room to learn and grow too. Don't be the kind of person that like knows it all. Allow room to like learn and grow. I'm definitely learning and growing like every single day. I'm definitely not perfect. I definitely work a lot. So I'm not always caught up on, all the things that are going on. So
Mm.
leave yourself room to grow and leave, room to learn.
Oh,
This balance allows you to bloom into full potential. What do you think about that, Misty? Now, one of my favorite quotes of all time, I just want to say this really quick: go the extra mile. It's never crowded there.
that's a very true point. Like, if you're gonna do something, why not do it like as best as you possibly can, and then just a little pinch of extra. Because ladies need sugar and spice and everything nice, but still to not take any shit.
Well, essence, most people do not have personal excellence, girl. Believe it or not, they don't have any manners, they don't have any couth, they just are not like good people. So, like, personal excellence is like, you have to learn it.
Then you could bring of your inner core and inner being, the essence of your femininity, and just put it forth like a flower unfolds and it begins to sweetly perfume the garden.
Most people do the bare minimum. They're always cutting corners. With personal excellence, you don't want to cut corners. You want to go the extra mile. You want to do your very best. And that allows you to like reach a higher platform and better potential.
Get a still frame, girl. It's all about pampering yourself to be beautiful and special and unique and original and the most beautiful thing that you yourself have ever seen in the mirror, let alone all these other people who need to say if you look good or not. I mean, at the end of the day, unless if they're gonna like give me $100 million, what they have to say about me is inconsequential. Right or wrong, girl, right or wrong.
Well, a power tool that I like to put in my toolbox is to stop worrying about what people think and like just live your life. Like be the
Absolutely.
woman that God called you to be. And if you become that woman, you don't necessarily worry about what people think. Like people are always going to bring up stuff from the past. And I feel like sometimes people don't want to let go of stuff from the past because they want to stay mad at you because they just can't. I don't know. Maybe they can't take it, or maybe they just don't want to be friends with you, then that's okay. You don't worry about stuff like that. You don't worry about why people do what they do or I wish, I wonder. You just move on. You can't like stop your life.
Yeah, soul to soul, them people keep on moving. People don't want to get with the program. They could get off the bus. How about that? You know,
When you develop
like me,
personal
I don't care.
excellence, they may think that you're changing, but in reality, you're not changing, you're growing. So if they're not
Mhm.
growing, then you're probably to them are changing, but that's not true. We all have to grow and we all have to mature. And I think with growth comes success and your circles change.
Coming into a form of elevation and like uplifting of yourself. Only a person can do that from the within. They can have 100 million fans, 100 million likes, 100 million clicks, 100 million views, but it's from within. Beauty emanates, it emotes, it like emerges, like the way a light comes out of a star. It reflects. It's not about anything other than just like coming up within the core and coming out as a beautiful fragrance, a beautiful flower, a beautiful memory, a beautiful song,
If you
a
worry about what
beautiful
people
gift.
say
I think
about
being a
you,
woman's a gift.
exactly. If you worry about what people say about you, about how you look, how you dress, my dear, you're going to be confused. Like, you're going to be like, oh my God, what's going on? So I try not to like worry about stuff like that. Like, I don't care. You know, I just focus on my business. I focus on growing my business. And my new thing right now is house hunting. Like, I've been like looking for houses. I don't know,
Ooh.
girl. Like, I am like almost obsessed with like looking for what $1 million homes look like. Like, I want to see what today's market, what does a $1 million home look like today? And like, so that's like my new hobby, like to house search. I love to look for homes.
Going really the extra mile. Why not wonder how a $5 or $10 million home looks? Overlooking
Because
a
I want to
beautiful
be
view.
realistic. I want to be able to afford it and pay for it, girl. So a $1 million home would do me just fine.
Okay, but the market of buying homes right now is unbelievable because of this pandemic and everything. You could get something for a very reasonable price and then totally create it into a business, an apartment, a home. Just have a garden, a little bird aviary if you want one, because now's when you would want to get a piece of property and just turn it into your own personal queendom. Shoot, I'll put a moat around mine with a bunch of alligators. JK. But really, you don't like it? Beat it up out of my shit. How about that? Mess from a whole bunch of people.
I just want to let you know, girl, remember we live in a society that doesn't really value femininity. I mean, it's being like stretched to like a whole new level. So that's one of the reasons why I wrote this out and I can't wait to publish it because I just felt the need to just talk about having personal excellence and having confidence as a feminine woman because we live in a society right now that doesn't value like women. And, you know, as a woman, sometimes we're pushed to be more racy, which does not always equal confidence. And people will challenge you, you know, as you grow into your personal excellence. It's not your concern to really worry about, you know, their opinions on like what you do for work, where do you go, where do you eat, where do you hang out with. Like, don't worry about that stuff. So, my dear, when you grow into your personal excellence, just be prepared to know that some people may not like you, and that's okay. It's not like you're doing anything wrong. Um, be the woman that you are destined to be. Okay. Don't have step. You know, we have grandmothers and great grandmothers and aunts. And I just believe that if you're going to step out of your door, be the best that you can be, look your best. Um, Misty.
I am my own muse. And that's how I like it. Seriously, I'm my own muse. I'm my own little dress up doll. I want to be the one pulling the strings. And that way I can be my own creation and my own inspiration and my own vision of loveliness.
Ladies, I want you to consider a healthy diet followed by exercise. It is up to us to keep our figure, especially if we have a significant other. We cannot blame our partner for our habits. We can't blame our partner for going to the chicken spot and getting that extra piece of chicken, girl. So I want us to focus on our dieting and our exercising. And this is going to help you achieve that optimum, that, you know, Listen, I can tell you firsthand, I love to eat. Okay. But what I've learned is that fasting and dieting helps you achieve your optimum goals, and your energy is so much more better.
Just like less food, but more of healthy portions of food, healthy items that aren't Burger King or McDonald's. Sorry, Burger King, McDonald's.
I want us to take full responsibility on the way that we live and how we treat our bodies. Like, we need to just be, better to our bodies, better to our minds, better to our souls. Try to keep alcohol to moderation. As we know, drugs and alcohol it's not a beauty drug. It's not a trend. You can try to put on as much makeup as you want, but you can still tell the girls who are still doing what they do. So
Doing what they don't is more like it. What they don't do is the problem. Stuck.
Oh,
Getting all
I'm
stuck.
not here to say to anybody what they do and what they don't do. That's up to them. I think to each his own. I'm just reaching out to any young woman who could benefit from just having personal excellence, just loving yourself more and just embracing your womanhood and just being true and being honest with yourself. Opening that door and listening to that young lady on the inside and just seeing what you need. There's nothing wrong with having your needs met. Like I told you, I have 7 top needs. I need my 5 hours of sleep. I need my bath. There's just certain things that we need as women to be at our optimum. And that's just what I want, women to take time out to just listen to yourself and ask yourself, what do I need to be my optimum woman? What do I need to get to my personal excellence?
Your things and gifts that I've given to myself. When I look and see a pair of shoes on my feet and know that I put them there, I feel very thrilled. And I feel like, wow, I love this girl. I give her gifts, I treat her nice. And it's just like, why not take your own self out to eat and just be like, yeah, I'm doing this just for me. Like, no one's around to see it happen. No one's around to kiki and laugh about it or put it on social media. But this is just like a beautiful, fun thing for myself. Yourself and make yourself the beautiful, special gift that you are the world.
Well, Essence, finally, I want you to leave with this gem. Have some spiritual foundation. Take time to meditate. Take time to, maybe read. I always think having some one-on-one me time, a little spiritual foundation, or, some people just like to read a really good book and have some like jazz music playing in the background, aromatherapy. All of that is like spiritual awakeness, being centered with yourself. Take time to be centered. Take time to like relax. I love a good novel, girl.
Mm.
I'm a Stephen King kind of girl. So take time just to like woosome your body, meditate, get a good book, get grounded, have some spiritual one-on-one with yourself. And to me, that leads to personal excellence.
People are along for the ride, cool. But if you have to walk that trail alone sometimes, a confident woman knows, like, this is where I'm going. I don't need to be led there by somebody. I could just move that direction because I feel like it. And that's what I want to do.
Well, remember, having a personalized sense of self will help you discover your personal excellence.
Mm. Oh, thank you, Storm. That was riveting.
I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.